out here in the mountains. Gosh, after being cooped up all winter and being out on the road, it feels really good right now. So really enjoying our time out here in the mountains. So kind of the purpose for the trip here this weekend is one, scouting out roads. I usually scout out existing roads, and then this is also the time where I check out new routes. Just basically check the quality and the condition of the road. Things happen over the winter. There's washouts down here that can happen often. So roads may not be available that I had planned on taking. So I come down to validate that. The other thing I do is stay at the lodge. So the places where I'm going to stay, just check those out, make sure things are, good condition, etc., etc. So today we're going down into North Georgia and checking out some of the roads down in North Georgia, and then we'll loop back around, back up into North Carolina, hit a few of our favorite spots, and then get back in time for dinner this evening. Hey, I'm Andy, professional performance car driver with a passion for well-engineered cars and driving with friends on mountain roads. On this channel, I share with you my driving experiences and bring you videos on new gear and car reviews. I can't tell you, I've spent countless hours looking at Google Maps and looking at a particular area and looking at all the roads. But what you see on the map sometimes can be a little deceiving, right? I mean, sometimes you pick up, Forest Service roads or dirt trails and whatnot. And obviously I don't want to drive on those, and I'm sure you don't want to drive on those either. So that's why it's important that I always go down and scout the roads that we're going to drive to make sure that, they're appropriate for the cars that, we all have and love. So the primary thing I look for is roads that are going to be fun. And so, kind of have to define what fun is. So fun for me are roads that have, there's some tight turns. So there's a technical component to the drive, because driving in a straight line is just like anybody can do that, right? It doesn't challenge you. Just because you have a high horsepower car and I can go fast, it's like big deal. It's what can you do and what can your car do in the tight turns. And that's what I think, separates those who like to drive fast and those who like to drive. So I look for those with tight turns, and then I'll say long sweeping curves. So those curves that are really long and sweeping, and also have some straightaways, right? Yeah, we like to go fast. So if it has a straightaway, all the better. The other thing I look at is, I try to avoid the congested areas, right? It's inevitable that we're going to have to drive through a town or drive past some homes that are along the road. And when we encounter those, right, we back it down. We don't want to make nuisances of ourselves, and we want to be safe. But I try to avoid those areas as much as possible, but sometimes you just can't.
Maybe I want to look at that pretty turquoise ad.
So we just wrapped up having some lunch, and we were in Helen, Georgia, and we're making our way back up north. Whoa, get on your side of the road. Man. So we're going to head up, take another fun road that I like to take on our way back towards the lodge. We're going to be going for dinner tonight at a different lodge. So my friend Alan is with me. We're going to head up and hit some of our favorite roads, including Hellbender, on our way over to the lodge. So today was a great day. I mean, it's 63 degrees out. It's been relatively sunny today. Main thing is it's been dry, as opposed to Friday where it was wet like crazy. I didn't even take any video Friday because it was just so wet and crappy. So hey, just enjoy some of this road for the next mile or two. Like to see some fresh pavement. We're in North Georgia right now. This isn't uncommon for North Carolina. See a lot of great roads in North Carolina. It's good to see a road like this in North Georgia too. If you ever want to get your car out and get some roads where you could stretch its legs and learn, you should come join us for a drive. You will have a blast. It's guaranteed. This way I don't have to brake, just let the engine brake, then pop up a gear. Look down at the GPS, get an idea of how sharp that curve was, so know if I need to downshift or how hard I need to brake or don't brake. Some of these here you can just do a light lift off the throttle to settle the nose down, keep that front end balanced. These roads in the Smokies are probably among the most beautiful and the most challenging roads in the world, right? There are people that come from all over the world to drive these roads. People ship their cars from Europe, people ship their cars from Dubai to experience these roads. We've all heard of the Alps and the mountain passes in the Alps, and those are all beautiful and they're amazing roads. And I think these are equally as challenging and equally as beautiful, and in some cases, maybe more so. I love the view from the cockpit. So when you're driving the car, some of these roads, you drive along streams and rivers that have basically etched or carved a canyon over the years. So you have, trees along the side of you all the way up the sides of the mountains. You run in and out of shadows. And then depending on the time of year you're driving in the mountains, the spring with the blooms, the summer with the full, leaves, and the fall with all the colors. And then even in the winter when there's no leaves on the trees, it actually opens up the sight lines. You can see around the bend, see through turns a little bit better. It just always provides, it's always a changing canvas, right? The scenery is always changing. The other thing I love is sight lines. And what I mean by sight lines is when you're looking through your windshield and you can see the road curving ahead, whether that's you can see around the bend, you see kind of a slalom in the road where the road is kind of curving left and right. That is always exciting, right? It kind of builds up the anticipation, the excitement to me is it's like, ooh, there's a great stretch of road coming up. I can't wait to hit this part of the road. Obviously, there's quality of pavement and quality of the lane markings. So, how well are the lines painted on the road? What's the quality of the pavement? Again, in these mountains, you will and you are going to experience roads that have grit. It's just the nature of the beast. Whether that grit is from pollen and buds falling off the trees and on the road. In the fall, it's leaves on the road. In this early spring, it can be some of the, sanding that they use to treat the roads during the winter. You're going to experience those things. I mean, that's going to happen. Again, if I can avoid it, great. But those are some of the things that I also look for is what's the quality of the road. So I try to go places, when I talk about hidden gems, is I try to go off the beaten path and take you on roads that you probably wouldn't go on and you're not aware of. And I think those are the roads where we have a ton of fun. So there you go. There's a little bit of what I look for in roads that I want you to experience with me and other like-minded drivers. Hope you had a good day today. I'm having a good day out on the ride here. We really enjoyed some good drives with friends. Getting ready to head on my favorite road, Hellbender. But I just wanted to say that I'm up here in the mountains, checking out roads, checking out the lodge. We have an event coming up. Well, we've got the one in April. We've got one working on an event for May. We definitely have one in June. July, gosh, I'm working on something potentially really cool for July. Stay tuned to the channel, please. Follow us on Instagram at rs.xperience. We'll post stuff out on Instagram, and I'll probably do a YouTube video. I'm looking at doing something really cool in July. And then we'll have events August through November. So you should come and join us. I'm going to have a couple of different formats we're going to put together to kind of see what makes sense. What do you guys want to do? What kind of format fits your getaway? And let's do that. We'll look forward to putting something together there. So anyway, that's it from here, the wonderful Smoky Mountains in North Carolina. And I'll be putting together another video, and we'll see you soon. So if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me to bring additional content to you. Give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate all of you who have joined, who do watch my videos. Thank you very much, and more coming soon. As always, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye.